Shalom. First, I want to say, call Halayim, La Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rachak Wadash. That's all praise to the Heavenly Father. All right, his true name is Yahweh. All right, his son name is Yahweh Shai. All right, and through the Holy Spirit, which is the Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. All right, shalom to you, fellow laborers out there doing the work in truth and in sincerity, especially during these times. Excuse me. Also, shalom to the few Akwaf that believe as well. And also, you Speckled Israelites that are scattered throughout the face of the earth. All right, whether you're among the heathen and even like the heathen, all right, to the whole household of faith, which is the elect, I want to say shalom. All right, back at you with another quick, Lord willing, edifying lesson. And I just want to say, this video, I just titled it, Jake died worshiping idols, okay? And the reason why is because in this video clip you're going to see, I want to say fair use, by the way. All right, my videos are not monetized. I don't receive any kind of compensation. All right, it's strictly for edification, all right, and educational purposes. That's it, okay? So fair use. This guy right here on the screen, as you're watching, all right, this Jake. He was in college. He was in a fraternity. And those fraternities and sororities, they go back to Greek fashion, okay? And this guy died in the middle of a ritual that he was doing, all right, for his fraternity. Now, I don't know what particular fraternity he was a part of, but hey, point is he died worshiping idols, okay? So the Lord judged him, okay? The Lord judged him and basically sent that spirit of vengeance out to get him, all right, to bring him back to the spirit world. So he's been separated from this earthly tabernacle, all right, this body. And now he's in this heavenly body, all right, or celestial body. And now he's in his right mind, okay? He understands fully what he's done wrong, and he dies in his iniquity, okay? So without any further ado, I'm going to play this video clip, all right?
A Southern University student dies following a fraternity ritual. Put it full mass. This is so sad. Smart, promising, and also wanted to change the world. An investigation is underway into the mysterious death of mechanical engineering student, Mr. Caleb Wilson. He was
Now, you see, he said promising individual, promising student. See, you Jakes out there, you think this is an innocent face, okay? But what does Job say? I remember, I pray you, whoever perished being innocent, or where was the righteous cut off, okay? This guy didn't perish innocent, contrary to popular opinion and belief. He perished literally worshiping idols. Because what the fraternity is all about. Okay? You look up, let's see here. You look up, let's see, let's go here. Where does fraternities come from? Okay. Let me see. Maybe 1 second. Let me type it in right. Where does fraternities and sororities? Where does fraternities and sororities? If I'm pronouncing it right. Okay, here we go. Well, it's the same thing. Okay, it's pretty accurate, okay? The modern fraternity and sorority system in North America originated at the College of William and Mary in 1776. Oh, that's the birth year of the established U.S. government. Okay, but the founding of Phi Beta Kappa, a Greek letter society, because when you go into the origin of these things, all right, it really goes back to Greek fashion. Okay, see here in North America, fraternities and sororities, brotherhood and sisterhood are social clubs at colleges and universities. They are sometimes collectively referred to as Greek life or Greek letter organizations, as well as collegiate fraternities or collegiate sororities. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is based off Greek fashion. Okay, see if we can get more here. Because basically it's like lower level witchcraft, all right, in masonry, man. Okay, let's see. See if we can get some background on it, right? And this is something that Jake get into heavily. Okay, to this day. All right, fraternities and sororities are nothing but just Greek fashion. All right, you had Israelites, okay, that were into these things, all right, mainly of the Southern Kingdom during the Greek captivity. They was the ones under the Greek captivity mainly, all right, and pretty much, look at that. But basically, they was the ones that were in the Greek captivity, and to this very day they take on this Greekish fashion, and this is how Israelites became known as Greeks. All right, this is what the whole Jew nor Greek is all about. Because how did Israelites become Greeks? Well, through the Greekish fashion. See, through the Greekish fashion. Let's see here. Let's go here. All right, Greekish fashion. This is the book of 2 Maccabees chapter 4. And this is going to Jason. All right, this is Jason the high priest. He was a wicked ass Levite, man. All right, he was consented to do after the manner of the Greeks. All right, under the rule of Antiochus Epiphanes IV. Okay, so let's bring this out. 2 Maccabees 4. I'll start at verse 7. But after the death of Seleucus, it says, when Antiochus, called Epiphanes, took the kingdom, Jason, the brother of Onias, labored underhand to be high priest. See? Promising unto the king by intercession 360 talents of silver, and of another revenue 80 talents. He was a sellout. Besides this, he promised to assign 150 more if he might have license to set him up a place for exercise, gym, and for the training up of the youth in the fashions of the heathen. All right, see, in the fashions of the heathen, and to write them of Jerusalem by the name of Antiochians. See, instead of being an Israelite because of Antiochus Epiphanes IV, now you're labeled an Antiochians. See. Verse 10, when the king had granted, he had gotten into his hand the rule, he forthwith brought his own nation to Greekish fashion. See? And this is hey man, this is where Jake got Hellenized. This is where Jake got into all that old Greek fashion, man. Speaking the Greek language, keeping the Greek customs, dressing like Greeks. Eating like Greeks, doing as Greeks. They became Greeks. Okay? And this is how Jake was led away captives, all right, because of those silly, dumb idols. And that's the number one thing that pissed the Most High off with us. Here it is. You know, he's a true living power, and we serving fucking graven images as a nation. Okay? As a people that's chosen and preferred by the Lord to be his chosen people, man. It's a peculiar treasure. So that moved the Heavenly Father to wrath, man. All right? Now, let me see. Okay, let's move from there. Let's go here. I mentioned that because this is exactly how Jake became Greeks, man. You know. Let me get this. Ephesians 2, verse 11. Wherefore remember that ye being in times past Gentiles in the flesh. How the Israelites become Gentiles because why? They worship the idols, all right, of the Gentiles and became likened unto the Gentiles. Because why? They became uncircumcised. Because circumcision goes into what? The keeping, all right, of the ordinances that's within the law. All right, you have the laws, commandments, statutes, and judgments that are within that covenant that we are to keep. This is how they became uncircumcised because they didn't keep them. All right, the ones that were keeping them, they were circumcised. This is the reason why when Paul brought the Israelites from the different regions, all right, they go back to what? The Greek regions, the regions of the Greeks, right? Jake at Jerusalem, they looked at them like they was fucking heathen, man. Because why? They was living like heathen, acting like heathen, carrying out heathen customs, right? So you fast forward to this very day, this guy right here is a Gentile. He died being a Gentile. Meaning what? He died in a Gentile mind state. He's an Israelite, you know, but he died, all right, in his Gentile state of mind. All right, his Gentile state of mind is is what got him, you know, judged, okay? And more than likely, he was doing this in his past life. He was worshiping idols, all right, real heavily, okay? And the Lord came and got him in this lifetime. See? So let's go from there. Let's play a little bit more of the clip. And that Gentile subject is heavy. Excuse me. You know, I kind of quoted it, but hey, you do your own research, man. You know, Lord willing, I'll do a lesson on the Gentiles, okay? The Greek Gentiles, or there's no difference between a Jew nor a Greek. And go into that because that's a heavy topic that Jake struggled to deal with. You know, those Gentiles that Paul was bringing was Israelite foreigners, okay? How they became foreigners? Oh, I didn't finish reading Ephesians 2. Salakia. Let's get that. I was in Ephesians 2. Yeah, Ephesians 2 and 11. Wherefore remember that ye being in time past Gentiles in the flesh, who are called uncircumcision, by that which is called the circumcision in the flesh made by hands, in the law. That at that time ye were without Hamashiach, which is the anointed, all right? Who's the anointed? Yahweh Shai. Being aliens, another word for a foreigner is an alien, all right, or a stranger, all right? Stranger, Gentile, all right, foreigner, that same thing as being an alien. You look it up, right? Alien. Whatever it fucking load up. This ain't nothing but Satan, man. Wow. Bear me 1 second, let my screen load up. Definitely Satan, man. Working just fine. Come on, man. It's like you. Stranger, see? The word alien from the online etymology, it says stranger, or strange, foreign. See? An alien, stranger, foreigner. Of or belonging to another, not one's own. See? foreign, strange. Now, if you're not raised up in the customs of your own people, yeah, you're gonna be strange. That's just common sense. Okay. Jake do that to this very day, meaning residing in the country not of one's birth. See, they wasn't born right in the land of Israel. They weren't born at Jerusalem, right? They was born in these different lands, in Corinth and Galatia and Ephesus, right? Those different Greek lands or regions or provinces, right? The sense of wholly different in nature. See? Why? Because they was raised up in Greek culture. Okay? Greek culture, man. Verse 12, that at that time you were without a Mashiach, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel, which is what? Raised up in the law. All right, which is, what made them Gentiles. They wasn't raised in the traditions of their fathers. Okay? And it says, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel and strangers from the covenants of promise, having no hope and without the Most High in the world. All right? They didn't have a remembrance of the covenants of promise, which belongs to who? Their forefathers. All right? Which they have access to it as well. Because why? They're the descendants of their fathers. The Israelites too. See? So this is how Jake became Gentiles, man. Through Greekish fashion. And here it is. This young man died doing Greekish fashion. See? Let's play a little more.
Was a junior at Southern University who reportedly collapsed while participating in a ritual with his fraternity, Omega Psi Phi. This was
died doing a ritual. Now what's ritual? Let's look up the word ritual. Okay? Let's look it up. Okay? Ritual. Pertaining to or consisting of a rite or rites. From Latin, ritualis, relating to religious rites, religious observance or ceremony, right? Custom, usage, done as or in the manner of a rite. See? Now, our let me see, let's a little more on that. Let me prescribed manner of performing religious worship. See? That's what I'm looking for. Prescribed manner of performing religious worship. See? This is why this young man died. Okay? Because he wasn't serving Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's the whole point why he died. He was serving these idols. See? Let's get some more scriptures. Okay, let's go here. The book of Psalms 106 and verse 35 says, but were mingled among the heathen and learned their works. Yeah. Greekish fashion. Right? That's what this Jake was all into right here. He died doing the Greekish rituals. Whatever that consisted of, okay, within his fraternity. Okay? But were mingled among the heathen and learned their works, and they served their idols, which were a snare unto them. What's a snare? A trap. See? See, serving these idols, these Greekish fashions, they're fucking a snare to you, man. You know? And ultimately, that moves the Heavenly Father to wrath, man. Okay? Because we were told straightway, all right, found in the book of Exodus, the 20th chapter, all right, not to serve no other gods, man. Let's read it. Exodus 20 and verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Right. Is that fraternity of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai? The answer is no. Verse 4. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. Ritual goes into what? Religious worship. Is a fraternity or sorority about Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai? The answer is absolutely no. So who are you worshiping? Who are you serving? The Greek gods. See, and then a lot of it was done by force. Okay? Let's get that to just Second Maccabees 6. Excuse me. Check this out. Second Maccabees 6 and 1. Not long after this, the king sent an old man of Athens to compel the Jews to depart from the laws of their fathers and not to live after the laws of the Most High. And see, this is during the Maccabees take place during the time of the Greeks. Okay, when Judas Maccabees them was fighting against the Greeks, man. This is the Greek captivity, the Greek Empire. All right, the third beast, right? Verse 2, and to pollute also the temple in Jerusalem, which is a big old no, right? And to call it the temple of Jupiter Olympus. See? Jupiter Olympius. Let's Google that. Okay? See here. Let's go here. Jupiter Olympus, right? Oh, it's like, y'all know what the hell is on. Jupiter. Look at this. Jupiter Olympius. Refers to the Roman god Jupiter, identified with the Greek god Zeus, specifically in his capacity as the king of the Olympian gods, and is also a name for the temple of Olympian Zeus in Athens. Okay? This is Greek mythology, Greek gods, man. Okay? Let's go back to scripture. And to pollute also the temple of Jerusalem, and to call it the temple of Jupiter Olympius, and that in Gerizim of Jupiter, the defender of strangers, as they did desire that dwelt in the place. See? The coming in of this mischief was sore and grievous to the people. What people? The Israelites. Because why? They had to depart, right? They had to depart from the laws of their fathers. That was grievous because why? Jake knew that these are our customs. This is how we're supposed to be living according to what? The law of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. So to be doing Greekish fashion and things was going off. It was wickedness. That's sin. All right, sin is wickedness, man. And that brought wrath upon Jake. Because why? Once you sin, there were sins that you can sacrifice for it, and the Lord will forgive you. And there were sins also unto death. Okay? See? So let's go. It says, verse 4. For the temple was filled with riot and reveling by the Gentiles who dotted with harlots and had to do with women within the circuit of the holy places, and beside that, brought in things that were not lawful. The altar also was filled with profane things which the law forbidded. Yeah. And you got to remember too, all Jake didn't sell out. You had some Jakes that sold out, then you had some Jakes that didn't sell out. The ones that didn't sell out, this was grievous to them because why? They had respect unto the law of their fathers. All right, the law that the Most High had instituted through Moses, right? The first 5 books of Moses, the laws, commandments, statutes, and judgments. Okay? It says, verse 6, check this out. It says, neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days or ancient feasts, or to profess himself at all to be a Jew. See? They outlawed it. It was illegal, right, to call yourself an Israelite. See? So when you fast forward in the New Testament, you know, Timothy's father, you know, was a Greek, right? We understand why he was a Greek, because it was done by force. It was outlawed. See? It was not lawful. See, neither was it lawful. All right? To profess what? Himself at all to be a Jew or Israelite. That's is really who they are. That's namely of the Southern Kingdom. See? Look at this. And in the day of the king's birth, every month they were brought by bitter constraint to eat of the sacrifices. Look at this. They forced them to even eat the abominable sacrifices, right? Well, like some pork or some, you know, these heathen eat crazy, man. Jake learned to eat crazy based off these heathens, man. Fucking lobster and shrimp and shit. Right? And when the fast of Bacchus was kept, the Jews were compelled to go in procession to Bacchus carrying ivy. So look at this. Let's look that up too, Bacchus. Uh-oh, Slocky. Yes, Greek mythology. Look at Bacchus. Oh, Slocky. You say mythology. In Roman mythology, Bacchus is the god of wine, revelry, agriculture, and fertility. Look at this shit. Look at that. He is what? Bacchus is the Roman equivalent of the Greek god Dionysus. Because that's really where it started in with the Greeks. See, the Greeks transitioned into the Romans. That's why it's also known as the Greco-Roman era. The Edomites was in power, you know? You see, and they had to do what? They had to bring in what? They had to eat the sacrifices, all right, and then to fast to Bacchus. See? So this was what? Grievous to the people of Jerusalem. They were being forced to do these things. Now you fast forward today, because even back then you had Israelites that was okay with it. Well, that's in the first chapter of the first Maccabees. Let's get that real quick. They was okay with that shit. Okay, this is why Judas Maccabees story is so important, because they was like, hell no, we ain't doing that. We gonna fight for our rights to keep our laws that our forefathers strongly upheld and kept and fought so hard for. Okay. We're going to reverence Yahweh Bashim Yahushua pretty much. And keep his law, keep that covenant. Or die trying. That's why Judas Maccabees them fought. First Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath. See? So you had Israelites out there back then that was like, yeah, we with it. You know? We'll do what the kings say. We'll do what Esau say, basically, is what Jake was saying back then. So it's saying nothing new, man. There's nothing new under the sun, right? And you fast forward today, you know, so many generations later, what Jake doing? Collapsed, dying, following fraternity ritual. See? And somebody would say, oh, yeah, that's wrong. No, look, the Lord judged this dude, man. The Lord judged this dude, man. All right? Why? Because that's what the Lord wanted to do. Hey, listen. Who are you to reply against the Most High? You know? You better You better fall in line. Okay? Let me see. This is the book of Isaiah 10. And Slakia. Bear with 1 second. Isaiah 10. Let me see. I hate when they start doing this crazy stuff. Slakia. Isaiah 10. And I'll start at verse 10. It says, as my hand had found the kingdoms of the idols, and whose graven images did excel them of Jerusalem and of Samaria. Now this is going to what? The northern and southern kingdom. See? Jerusalem represents what? The northern tribes, Samaria, the northern tribes, right? So Judah and Israel, the whole nation. Verse 11, this is during the time of the Neo-Babylonian captivity / Assyrian captivity, where the southern kingdom went into the Babylonian exile, and then us northern tribes went to the Assyrian exile or captivity, right? It says, verse 11, shall I not, as I have done unto Samaria and her idols, so do to Jerusalem and her idols? Yeah, because Samaria, again, that's representation of the northern tribes. As northern tribes, we were kicked out first. For our worshiping of idols. The book of Hosea goes into all that. Okay, Ephraim is mad upon his idols. Ephraim was the head of the northern tribes and helped lead away captivity. Okay, through Jeroboam. And the kings of the northern tribes that came after him. You know? Point being is, they were doing what? Worshiping idols. See? And what do the scriptures tell you about the idols? Let's get that real quick. Psalms 96. Psalms 96 says what? Psalms 96 and verse 4. For Yahweh is great and greatly to be praised. He is to be feared above all gods. For all the gods of the nations are idols. Which is what? Heathen. Right? For all the gods of the nations or heathens are idols. But Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, made the heavens. See? And that's you know, that's what led us away into, you know, captivity, worshiping these idols, man. You had examples of our forefathers that didn't worship these idols, and they were put to death for it, you know, but they stood stiffly, right? And someone was delivered, right? But the point is, man, we have to be like our forefathers and stand stiffly, all right, for the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, for the witness of, you know, Yahweh Shai, man. Because our people are joined into these idols until this very day. All the tribes, okay, from Judah on down to everyone else. So-called Negroes, so-called Puerto Ricans, so-called Haitians, so-called West Indies, so-called Native Americans, so-called Seminoles, so-called Mexicans, so-called Guatemalans, Chileans, and you know what I mean? Or whatever, man. You come from Uruguay, Argentinians, Colombians, Cubans, Dominicans, whatever tribe you descend from of the 12 tribes, they worship in idols, man. Okay? This is how we kindle a fire in the Lord's anger, man. And then when you reprove Jake for it, they get very mad and want to come against you, and really they have a mind to want to try to kill you. For correcting them about worshiping these fucking idols, man. These false gods. See? Like Paul said, am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? Right? You're doing the same thing that landed your ass in captivity. What sense does that make? It makes no sense, bro. Baruch 4 and verse 6. You were sold to the nations not for your destruction, but because you moved the Most High to wrath, you were delivered unto the enemies, which are who? The heathen nations, man. For you provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils, idols, false gods, and not to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Ye have forgotten the everlasting power that brought you up, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you. See? Jake forgot Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and the goodly things the Lord gave to us. Okay? See? For when she saw the wrath of the Most High coming upon you, she said, Hearken, O ye that dwell about Zion, the Most High hath brought upon me great mourning. See? And you go in the history of Jake. Jake kept worshiping idols, man. This is what the book of Judges is all about. Jake going off left and right, worshiping idols. The Lord delivered Jake, and Jake returned right back to doing idol worshiping, man. Astaroth. You know, all kind of idols, man. The calf, the golden calf. You know? So this is something that we're ought not to do. This is an example of what not to do. All right. So we're supposed to fear Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and serve him. Okay? Through his son, Yahweh Shai. We're supposed to serve Yahweh through Yahweh Shai. That's what we're commanded to do, man. See? Now, a lot of you jakes out there just don't fear, man. You think what we telling you is just crazy, but hey, listen, man. This is for your benefit as well. You should look at us and see, okay, well, they fear, man. And everything is going well with them as far as we're okay. We're okay. We're not living up. We're not below poverty either. The Lord got us okay. We got our daily bread, man. We got the needs that we need, man. Okay? Ecclesiastes 12 and verse 13, it says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. So you're supposed to fear Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. If you fear Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, you be worshiping no goddamn idols. Okay? You'll be like, no, this is graven images. What am I doing worshiping graven images for? Our power, you know, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the power of Israel, made the heavens and earth and everything that is within it. Okay? It says, for this is the whole duty of man, right? For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. And what this guy was doing, he was doing evil. Even though you have sentiment towards, oh, he died young. That's okay. Point is, he died in his iniquity. Care how young he is. If he was a baby. Again, Job said, what? Remember, I pray you, whoever perished being innocent. This guy was not innocent, contrary to your opinion or belief, whether it be Dr. Rashad Ritchie or his loved ones. Okay, hey, so with that, hey, Lord, when you've been edified, I'm going to say all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash, and Shalom to the next video. Shalom.